You're listening to the Loungtastic podcast.
News, entertainment, aviation, cars.
Loungtastic.
Lounge it up. Relax.
Follow us on social media. Head over to loungtastic.com to see all our social media links. And for more about shows as they air and to see bonus episodes, become a premium member over at patreon.com/loungetastic. Hey everyone, happy holidays. Welcome to Loungtastic, a show that's all about the amusing in the world. So today we have the President of the United States, Republican, step out and say, hey, global warming is a myth. A lot of people who may have become president and represented the Republican Party may have had enough wherewithal to realize that that isn't the best way to express yourself.
Well, the Republican Party has never really been a supporter of any sort of environmental,
No.
Specifically the American Republican Party. For example, George Bush completely pulled the United States out of the original world agreement. George Bush doesn't like black people.
Okay, Kanye West.
In the East, it could be the coldest New Year's Eve on record. Perhaps we could use a little bit of the good old global warming that our country, and not other countries, was going to pay trillions of dollars to protect against. Bundle up. It's cold. Wear a jacket. Help do your part to fight global warming. Use the hairspray with the aerosol in it. Wear a fur coat. Leave your car in on idle while you get your coffee ready in the morning. Do your part to be a great American.
Evan Morgan says, Donald Trump just tweeted one of his most ignorant Twitter rants in recent memory, this time exposing his own lack of knowledge by mocking global warming, which resulted in critics giving him a reality check in return. Which he didn't listen to because he doesn't care.
Everybody's always on Donald Trump's jock. I don't know why you guys don't just leave him alone. Global warming is not real.
There you go. You have it right here. I found a Republican.
I'm a horse. This is my mouth. You heard it.
Honestly, folks, we're going to get right back into our podcasts, but we're going to do it a new way. We're going to do video podcasting. We have the technology. Let's do it. I got some spotlights in my bedroom, and we have to have something interesting, and we have to have some kind of script where we know where it's going and we know what we're talking about.
What am I, a clown? So I'm here to make you laugh?
Well, apparently so.
Well, all right then.
He just pulled the Malia.
Little Joe sure can sing.
Little Bob Corker. In cahoots with Crooked Hillary.
Yeah, I just want to bring something up. Roy Moore is from Alabama.
Alabama?
Yeah. Christian Bale's got a new movie.
January 15th.
Dances with Wolves.
Wasn't he a dick on set to somebody? Yeah, they got him recorded yelling at somebody.
I like you. You're a good guy. Fuck you.
Did you just flinch during a scene?
Christian Bale starts in Dances with Wolves 2. Still dancing.
The Indians follow him around one more time.
I watched Dancing with the Wolves.
You sat through that whole movie without getting up?
Yeah.
I don't know if I could right now, because when I was a kid, that was like the longest movie ever.
You're like, oh my god, where are the dancing? Where are the wolves?
Where? This movie is fake news. Kevin Costner, I never want to see you in the White House ever again.
Man.
I don't know what Donald Trump actually sounds like. I only know what Stephen Colbert sounds like when he's pretending to be Donald Trump.
I've seen old people stand at the door and size up the people waiting in line. They like, I can make it. And they just decide they go. I see somebody walk in the bank, they straight back. As soon as they see people looking, they get older, they get that osteoporosis on the back and will cut the line for no. And most people was giving that look like, oh, he gonna die, so let him go. Black women ain't letting nobody cut the line. Exactly. Like, sister is going. She will read you. She could be the 15th person in the back of the line and watch. She like, yeah, girl. So anyway, I've been on my. I only got 10 minutes left on my. Oh no, he didn't. Hold up. No. Where's he?
Excuse me, the line starts right here.
Yeah, and Sister will like, you ever see Sister? Y'all always have like Krispy Kreme in your teeth. Fan and everybody else in the bank ain't saying nothing. So y'all just gonna let that happen? Let me explain something. Okay, this is an A and B conversation. You need to see your way out of my conversation.
Mo, what's your funniest story that you know? So we got some new shows lined up for you. We got Summer House. We got Below Deck. We're even going to throw in $1 million listing because Mo and I really like that show.
Yeah, dude. I totally like that show.
So the latest $1 million listing episode starts off. It's actually funny. They never started out one off like this, but they're introducing us to all the new technology that's available. And what they say is you move into this place based around a vertical architecture. So everyone's got this place and there's plenty of room built around people who like room. What they say about it is this place has butlers in the main area when you first walk in, and if you order groceries online, the butlers will put your groceries in your fridge. Wow. That's interesting. That's something I never heard about. They showed a robot that was kind of like an Amazon Echo, but it does things for you.
Oh, yeah.
Not those kind of things.
Oh, fucking butlers. A bit contrived, if you ask me.
I am a robot butler. I am pleased to put groceries in your fridge.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you grab that carrot and meet me in the bedroom?
This carrot was previously chewed on.
That's okay. Just kind of like put it in the fridge somewhere.
I cannot comply with that order.
It's okay. The guy stocking the carrots got a little hungry.
It was not a guy. The DNA sample says it was Bugsy Drake.
Dun dun dun.
Boy, I didn't eat that carrot. Can't believe that, Robert.
What is trending right now? Crunch report. South Korea announces new crunch bar.
South Korea announces new cryptocurrency regulations coinciding with the drop in Bitcoin prices. YouTube gets pulled from Fire TV.
YouTube gets pulled from Fire TV. How could you ever pull YouTube? You know why North Korea was going to use Bitcoin in order to go around the sanctions placed by the United States?
South Korea? North Korea?
North Korea was. Because North Korea is firing missiles not following the instructions. So North Korea's goal is to get their economy super strong.
I'm Leroy Brown, and we got some news on that fire. I think Betsy lit some fireworks in the kitchen.
It is 111.
Oh, that's
11 degrees
creepy,
outside.
yeah.
All over the place. Oh, finally.
Damn.
It is 112.
Woo!
11 degrees outside.
Did you make any wishes at 111?
You don't make wishes at 111.
You do, because it's the only time they come true.
Not 1111.
Oh, news with deadly force. Yeah, well, hey, you know, police act in self-defense and... Oh, this is the one where they went to the woman was deranged. She had some mental handicap, and they were all trying to get the cop to understand what happened. And the cop, this Officer Ramos, was trying to solve the situation. He didn't want to get killed, so this dude came running out at him. Well, you don't come running out at a cop. You know what I mean? Under any circumstance. Should the cop have shot at him? No. The first thing a cop should always do is hand-to-hand combat if the person doesn't have a weapon, right?
It's hard to shoot someone after hand-to-hand combat. Unless you get them execution style, dog.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not after. It's you. Oh, you're right. Yeah, because the person's got you in a grapple, huh?
You put him in a headlock, and then you put that pistol right to his temple, dog.
Uh-oh. I wonder what side she's going to be on.
Adrena Big O's titties.
Zing. That's it? It's going. We knew that was going to happen, dumb bitch. I'm glad we hired you.
Well, in my professional opinion, it will go into process, and we will have a result at the end of that process.
In my professional opinion, there will absolutely be a judge at this case, John. Thank you, Adriana.
What does this guy say? Oh, because Trump keeps saying, fuck Chicago. You heard him?
Shootings are down 21%. So he
The reporter shoots.
Alcoholics unanimous. Everyone agrees it's pretty rad to be drunk.
I've won a half a dozen TVs, trip to California, trip to Florida.
Yo, she has a half a dozen TVs, dude. Let's get her number.
Hell yeah, she doesn't need all those.
I've never won from a gambling place before.
So I think this is after the Vegas shooting?
Yeah.
That the guy was stockpiling all these high-performance assault weapons in his room. Now Disney came out with this idea where, and Hilton as well, where if you keep refusing room service for more than 24 hours, they reserve the right to go in and check what's going on there, which actually could solve a lot of problems, because what if there was a murder and you hold it and you put a do not disturb sign up?
I don't know, man. What if I have my do not disturb sign on for a while and the maid comes in and she cleans up all of my
Whoa!
What am I going to do?
We have never and would never do anything to intentionally shorten the life of any Apple product.
It will only cost you $29. That's a $50 discount. The offer is good through December of 2018.
Now quiet! Quiet over there in the corner! Make another iPhone! See what you're doing!
Oh, wow, that's a lot of porn.
MyFreeWebcams.com.
Didn't you say that Apple admitted to fucking with the phone?
I thought so. That's what every single title was, and then now it's we would never do anything to shorten. Perhaps
harm their product. CBS After Dark. I thought the C in CBS was Christian. It's probably one of those dating apps.
The app that keeps couples together. Oh, it makes it so you can find a third person.
Ha! You son of a gun. No, it's probably one of those apps that makes your partner's underwear vibrate no matter how far away you guys are.
Nice. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Do you feel that? And then there's a Jen. I need you to move those dishes to that sink.
I can't believe you're telling me to work at my job. Are you serious?
Alright, this isn't making me feel any better. Lover's Lane, I want my money back. So on this episode of $1 Million Listing, we didn't see any Josh Altman, but that's okay. We understand you're at home welcoming your new baby daughter, future real estate agent extraordinaire.
Probably gonna name her Josh Altman.
Joshina Altman. This is the Poke the Bear episode, where I've noticed that in past episodes it's been like dun-dun-dun and then dun-dun-dun between the agents and their selected clients. And in this episode, the clients all decide to poke in. The first scene that we saw is James and David are having a conversation and they're trying to get the listing. And it does take a lot of persuasion to get them to go with you. So they're talking and this woman is like, I'm talking. And I was like, whoa, I've never seen that before. Because she was being aggressive and it was different.
Shut your dumb British mouth. I'm talking now.
And then David,
stick a crumpet in it, Grandpa.
David starts to say, "It's yours, motherfucker." And the other one's like, "No, not right now."
What was that sound? Really?
That's my ice dropping.
Okay.
My ice maker.
All right, cool. I was like, yo, your furnace just blew up, dog. You should exit this building immediately.
Immediately. Whoa, we should have to exit this immediately.
Today's Thursday, dude. I completely forgot.
What happened?
This hot chick on Facebook was having a birthday party at a bar.
Was she?
Yeah. And I don't know her or any of her friends.
That's even better.
That's what I'm saying. I missed it.
Well, today's technically Friday, so
no, it's too late.
We should do something in Chicago.
No, it's too late.
I've never actually celebrated New Year's in Chicago. I wonder what it's like. Have you? I did in Archer Avenue. I went to a private party when I first got here.
Yeah, no, I'm usually with my friends.
I had a great time. Couldn't be better. Almost got hit by a car intentionally.
I made my money the old-fashioned way.
How's
I
that?
got ran over by a Lexus.
Yeah, that's old school, man. That's how we all used to make our
That's how we all made our money, man. Me, my homie Joe, we got hit by the same Lexus, dog. I know a guy.
And then the other time that this came in, that was weird because when we first met Madison, he was a timid real estate agent, not sure about life, and kind of humble, kind of just understanding where he was from and everything, and that he had a big mountain ahead of him. On this episode, a woman shot back at him with, "Why don't you go back to your little desk?" And Madison real quick was like, "Don't you dare be condescending with me."
And the cutest head snap I've ever seen on live television. Definitely my most favorite head snap of all time.
Yeah.
That was awesome. It like started at his shoulders and it whipped his neck and his forehead fell forward. It was awesome. It's because your fucking TV up there.
Oh, I can see his eyes now. He has the raccoon eyes from down here.
He has Tracy's raccoon eyes. Whenever Tracy's about to close a serious deal, she puts on her raccoon eyes, her raccoon mask.
We have a live report from Akeem Hicks. Yeah, man, you know, I went out there. I was the best I could be, and we didn't win again. It's just how it goes.
You're not even a Bears fan, dude. Don't talk.
I can't even name
first
one
round draft pick.
I can't even name one Bears player.
That was the first round draft pick right there.
That's the game they won, though, right?
Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
I'm talking first round draft number 7. The Browns quarterback. Complete trash.
I like the Onion article. Father lets 15-year-old daughter practice driving in empty Browns parking lot.
That's funny.
That was funny.
First I thought...
But it said, like, during the game.
First I thought you meant driving, like a golf drive.
No.
Well, I thought that'd be funny as
Practice
well.
driving. Oh, okay.
Ooh, that's not pass interference, Rob?
Father lets daughter practice quarterbacking on the field during a Browns game. Browns quarterback learns a thing or two.
Browns win.
Just kidding.
No, they're 0-14 right now. They're about to go 0 for 16.
Jeez. Are they trying to lose?
No, not anymore.
I thought they were supposed to show a hockey fight. Look at this guy. Looks like the fucking Lurch. All I have to do is not cross this line. Oh, too late. Look at that shit. Sign that kid up for the dunk contest. What the fuck was that shit?
Whoa, look at how big the sponsor. You see how big the sponsor is?
Yeah.
The sponsor logo on that jersey?
Pretty big.
Definitely.
They want to sell some product.
They want to sell some BMO Harris.
BMO U.
B means business.
It's very simple, dude. BMO U.
BMO U. Yeah, speaking of which, we're completely open to taking in any sort of sponsorship. If anybody wants us to advertise the BMO Harris or...
Have you ever considered a new fishing lure? I'm Dale Jr. I'm the real Dale Jr.
Ooh, shit.
I'm selling fishing lures. And you could, if you just call in to Loungtastic and be a guest, well, I'll give you one of my lures for free, damn it.
10%. If you say Loungtastic when you call me on the phone.
Hello, this is Mark Cook from the Apple Corporation. We know how to set things right when we've done something wrong. Many have alleged that all phones have slowed down due to us wanting you to buy the latest and greatest iPhone. We will not confirm or deny, but we'll tell you that batteries are now $29 from the original $79 price. If this doesn't smooth things over, nothing will. Toodaloo.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if what you saw on the internet was correct.
Yeah.
And what we saw on the news was complete shit.
Oh, here we go. Conspiracy theorist Mo again.
Alrighty, boys. You better get ready for this one. CBS News is full of shit. And that was X
Fuck you,
Files.
CBS. We're being full of shit.
No, wait. What if CBS wants to sponsor it?
CBS. Proud to
Fake
sponsor
news.
Loungtastic. The only real news.
That's right, boys.
I believe the only real news is from the Loungtastic podcast because I listen to it every time I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I fucking wish Donald Trump listened to our podcast.
Mo makes me laugh.
Oh,
Lawrence
man.
is a little dry on the humor, but
Oh, that's not
Mo
true.
makes me laugh every time.
Why did you become British all of a sudden?
He's fucking Jamie.
She's cute. What is this? Micro movies? Still
Snapchat.
watching here, yeah.
It's a commercial for drunk driving.
Oh, I see it.
Don't drink and drive.
You will survive if you don't drink and drive. Props, Adam Sandler. Yeah, so I don't know what happened with our last podcast, but apparently nobody watches Below Deck.
That's not true. I know exactly what happened on our last podcast.
What's that?
We recorded it using a potato.
Oh, man, I knew that was the wrong microphone.
Like, I don't know what you thought was the good idea about using a russet potato as a microphone. You kept talking about the high starch content. I was trying to tell you that we're not making French fries.
How do I?
The crying kid, the crying Wild Western kid,
right.
started crying at halftime.
Halftime.
What a mess. He just strikes me as one of those criers, like one of those people that casually cries.
Yeah. Then the news was like, we gotta be on this. Oh, he gets to FaceTime.
Last spring.
It was really cool just to see how many people had actually seen my face and knew who I was. For days
See my face and knew my
I couldn't
face.
walk out of the house without someone recognizing who I was.
Now, if Northwestern wins tomorrow, which we all hope they do here in Chicago, I need you to give me a face. What's your face going to be? Kentucky wins 31-28, last second field goal, 3 seconds left. Give me the face.
Probably that.
Sports. And now, for the news, here's Lawrence. It's cold!
So we looked at the soccer game, and they kicked the ball to one side. Now their goal was to get the ball in the net, not to get the ball out of bounds. That was a big no-no.
Well, Lawrence, I'll be quite honest with you. If I knew what was going on, I'd be out there on the field.
Usually when you kick a ball, usually when you kick a ball, you use your foot. Now you want to use the inside of your foot because the outside might have a little bit of athlete's foot. You know what I'm talking about?
They're like diamonds, dude. I thought millennials killed diamonds.
Just spray a little bit of tough actin tenactin on the inner part of your foot. Kick that ball straight into the goalie net there.
Tough acting, tenacting.
Boom! Tough actin tenactin.
That's funny.
Cures most athletes' foot.
All right, now for the lightning round. Things millennials have killed.
Oh.
Applebee's.
Chili's.
Swarovski diamonds.
Larry's Bar and Grill.
Buying a car. Buying a house.
Eating chili.
Monogamy.
Watching porn.
What? If anything, we fucking millennials literally culturally appropriated pornography.
It looks like I hit a nerve with that one.
That just didn't make sense to me.
What are we going to call this podcast? Random thoughts?
Dabble do. Dabble do, dabble dee, dabble da, dabble dee, dabble die. Dabble dee, dabble
do.
You know Fred Armisen got his start on the Blue Man Group?
One of my best New Year's parties was when we went to a in South Dakota.
Alright, I'm hearing it. I'm listening to it.
And we watched the girls
eating croissants, like thinking about in the parking lot, like getting deep. No, I'll tell you, bro. One of my biggest fucking fears is catching a Good God.
I can't wait to wake up and have 7 degrees bitter cold.
Oh, look, bro. 15 degrees on Wednesday.
At least the women in Chicago are never bitter.
Yeah, right. Yo, I just remembered, like, when my Canadian cousin, we brought him to Chicago.
Yeah.
He literally, like, got hell pissed at this woman. Like, her attitude.
Rightfully so.
Her attitude completely fucking sparked him. He was so angry. So awesome seeing what he did. He, like, went up to her friends and he's like, what's your friend's fucking problem?
Whoa!
And the dude, oh my goodness, so her friends basically consisted of this couple, a man and a woman.
Yeah.
And he's all, what's your problem? This Mia chick, like she's so this and that and that and this.
Yeah.
And her friend is like, oh, you know, she's and the guy's like, and the guy friend is like, yo, dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, I'm my bad, dude. Like, she's just got a bad attitude, this and those. And his girlfriend looks at him and she's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I mean, look at this one right here. Like, I have to deal with this one. Like, I swear to God, I can't take it.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's just.
I'm gonna kick your girlfriend to the curb in front of a complete stranger.
Because he's kicking truth. Like, it's just dudes talking to dudes about real life. And the girls are living in their fantasy world. Like, it was the most ridiculous happenstance, dude. I love that kid after that.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was awesome seeing him do that, bro.
So I made amends with somebody today in a similar fashion because you mentioned in Canada, Howard in the vegetable department got so mad at me because he started a conversation with me when I was throwing trash out. You know when you're throwing trash out? I don't give a fuck about anything else. The trash goes out and I walk away. Well,
that's right.
I was throwing trash out. Apparently, he was knee deep in a conversation with me on something, and all I want to do is go back and just
go back to work. Right.
Be done with that because I'm on my last 25 minutes. I'm done.
Yeah.
So I remember all I heard him shout out to me was, "Nice conversation, bro." And I was like, I wasn't aware we were having a conversation. I was thinking that to myself. I just walked away. So for the past 3 weeks, he hasn't talked to me. He's got this thing where he looks at me like he's just one of these people that looks around and he always breaks away and looks somewhere else. Today he came up and he said, "I'll have a caramel macchiato." All right, cool. So I'm making a caramel macchiato.
That's his version of like trying to apologize to you, is ordering something.
And he's like, you know, in Canada they have a lot of trees. And I'm like, oh, motherfucker. He's trying to like make amends here because it's like a Canadian thing to do is to not be angry at anybody. So,
good God.
Anyway, Howard and me are back on good terms.
Oh yeah.
We had a nice discussion.
You heard it here first, folks. Howard and Lawrence are back together. Lawrence is officially off the market. Sorry, ladies. He's with Howard now.
Nice. I think in all, after editing, we probably have about 32 minutes of solid podcast we could use. That would make people tune in.
I don't know what you want.
Do you remember what I was saying about quantity? Like when I've looked at podcasts in the past, I've looked at how many they've done.
Yeah.
And if it says podcast 3, why the fuck would I listen to that? They're getting started. So my theory is when we hit about podcast 400, 500, people will be like, these guys
know what they're doing.
These guys are podcasters.
Yeah, that's right. We just gotta wait for
I don't know, just keep talking. Maybe I'll just put this on raw.
376 more.
How did you get Dean Edwards on your podcast? He sounded so crisp and clear. Well,
who the holy fuck is Dean Edwards?
That's like I was making fun of Chris Rock, or impersonating Chris Rock.
Yeah, that guy. Cut! Y'all ever see a guy get shot? You think, what the fuck did he do?
It started out, but I was like, where are you going with this?
Oh, God, let me try again.
Freezor.
You ever get married? 20 minutes in, you're thinking, what the fuck did I just get into? There you go.
That's better.
That's more Chris Rocky, right?
Solid 4 out of 10, motherfucker.
Alright. Hey, I'm not trying to impress anybody.
This guy created an app called Freezor. It keeps your stuff frozen when you're not eating it.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. I gotta go to the fucking GNC tomorrow and get some fish over.
Like, everyone has these clever names. This guy's like, what did you come up with? A freezer. What does your freezer do?
Freezenor.
When you're not eating a product, you can put it in my freezer and it won't spoil.
Holy shit.
What are you gonna do with that?
Tonight?
I think we should put it in Jim's Freezor. Freezer? No, Freezor.
Tonight, paid programming. Tomorrow, Nobel Peace Prize.
I like I've seen a ton of Republicans like, so what did Obama get the Nobel Peace Prize for? Oh, because he was elected? Well, then where's Donald Trump's Peace Prize? Huh?
Wait a minute. Something doesn't add up here. The math is losing me at some point.
You've never seen that?
No, who said
I've
that?
seen that as often as I've seen Republicans write the word bummer.
That's funny.
It's true. It's funny because it's true.
I just thought it was funny, but yeah, it's also...
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
So last night, you weren't here, but I was watching George Costanza, otherwise known as Jason Alexander.
Right.
He was on, and it was really good because a lot of the late night shows are kind of boring, and the talking back and forth makes me want to turn the show off and walk away. But they were grilling him hard. They were grilling him like he was George Costanza.
Like he was a nice piece of steak.
And they were just talking about stupid shit, and then all of a sudden they all started ganging up on him. Like he was there's a straight man, there's a comedy guy, and then there's the punching bag.
Right, the butt.
The butt of the joke.
Right.
So they were all on him, and it was so funny. They're like, you ever want to do that? And they showed him as a picture when he was 13, and he was like out of shape with hair. And they're like, you remember when you had hair? And then he was kind of going along with the ribbing.
Right.
And it was kind of funny. But then somebody like brought out the big guns, and they're like, I bet he never got laid. And it was like, why did you have to say that?
We all know that Sean Alexander never... What is his name?
Jason Alexander.
We all know that Jason Alexander never got laid until he got rich.
And it was James Corden too. I've never seen James Corden bully someone too. But James is like, this fat fuck never got laid. And I'm like, just because you're fat doesn't give you a license to be a complete dick to somebody.
Oh, God.
Like, and then he could say, oh, no, it's funny because I'm fat too. Like, no. What you just said was actually really fucking mean. Tell somebody he could never get laid because he was fat.
That's hilarious, bro.
I think people laid all the time.
That's very true, bro. That's true.
Podcast number 32.
Facts. Only.
Facts of the fatties. Respect the fatties. A fatty might marry you.
Trump lashes out.
Oh.
Trump lashes out after wind blows. And in other news, Donald Trump can't believe the sunshine today.
Steve Bannon said something? Vanity Fair. Bannon grew disillusioned with Trump's governing style. Source, CNN.
Wow. What other things do you think Hillary Clinton can do now that she's no longer a politician?
Hillary can count the leaves on the trees in the woods that she's found in.
Oh yeah, her hiking trail.
That was a Hillary voter? That was a Hillary voter? That Birch was a fucking Trump supporter. Fuck you, Birch. I'm gonna pull all the bark off.
The Birch all... The Birch...
Starts pulling bark off.
The Birch salt. You're a war criminal!
The bird is like... And the other one, the frog is like...
Gazi.
Yes.
Gazi.
Gazi. Just like, damn it. How did the frogs hear of this? It's gone too far.
BuzzFeed. Public mocking. Dude, we should totally do a public mocking.
Well, hey, you know that Times Square ball drop was really interesting. You know, one interesting fact is it's the first year it was 11 degrees and everyone was out there
fucking freezing their tits off. Right. Who's gonna make out, bro? Their faces are gonna stick together. You try to make out in fucking -5 degree weather, your faces stick together.
Kisses have warmed me up. I remember when I kissed old Marianka there. It was cold as fuck in Florida. It was like a solid 62. I was kissing her by the crashing rocks. I looked her in the eye and I said, I'm going in. And she said, you're cleared for landing. Yes!
No, she didn't.
No. That would have been funny. That was good. Good timing. You know what I keep hearing? And you'll probably hear this too. If you don't believe me, somebody said in an interview that comedy is good when it's spontaneous. If writers write comedy for other people in a movie, it hardly ever goes right.
Yeah, that's why I fucking hate Kevin Hart movies.
When Will Ferrell is on movies, they let him go. They don't stop recording. There is no cut when Will
I'm
Ferrell...
a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
Mom! Make some fucking breakfast!
Ma, the meatloaf. What do you want? Meatloaf. That's why we bring it to you raw and uncut.
I'm ready to hit the high seas with Captain Sandy Young. She's gonna ride that banana from dusk till dawn. From dawn till dusk. And a special guest on Below Deck, Aziz Ansari. He's gonna be riding. He's gonna be lead deckhand. Aziz, take it from here.
No, what do you mean? I don't want to tie that rope. These ropes are so heavy.
Bruno was scratched. I don't deserve this kind. Kate asked me how long I've been working. I showed her my scratch, and she said, "What kind of language is that? Fuck you, Kate Chastain."
Don't nobody speak size.
And he
These
called
jet
us like,
skis. Why do these guests always want stuff? I'm trying to take a nap.
Aziz, you go out there and you ride that damn banana.
No, Captain Sandy yawn. Stop telling me what to do. It's 8 a.m. at night.
God, I love that banana. Captain Lee, God, I hate that goddamn banana.
And he goes into the Hulk and shit.
Yeah, he does. Hulk sit up. Oh, man.
Rips fucking Chris Brown's head off. Just.
What are we gonna say if Captain Lee passes? Like, what words do we say? I mean, for real, like Captain Lee, man, thanks for letting us
berate you on the internet.
Oh, thanks for taking it with stride.
Captain Lee, I really hope there's no afterlife.
So, Max from the show liked our podcast.
Shut up, dude.
Today.
Max
Hagley is his name.
Boy, you know what that means? Max is coming back.
So we have Max, Bruno. I tagged Max in that. That's the only reason why he liked it. I tagged. So far the people from the show that have responded to us are Captain Sandy Yon, Max, and then going back to this next season.
Sandy Yon hasn't replied to us.
Yeah, she has. She liked. Not only did she like our podcast post, but she liked a lot of the posts I made that had nothing to do with the podcast.
Wow. She started lurking in here.
She was lurking in Loungtastic like, what's this?
That's
Lounge
so
what?
funny. She came in, she liked the thing, she was tagged in, and then she stuck around the page for a while.
I was wondering why we had that extra like. I'm like, that's cool.
That's funny, man. That's some good support. Thanks, Kay. Thanks, Captain. Hey,
I think, you know what I think
salute.
she liked? I think they liked the onion. Did you notice? Did you see the onion on her shoulder?
Yeah.
I didn't take a whole lot of time with that title. I just kind of smushed in the last title that I edited.
Yeah.
And I put an onion on his shoulder, and I was like, I'm done. And I just left Below Deck Mediterranean. That's the title. Because I couldn't. What else am I going to put in?
Yeah. That's cool.
I'm
Hey,
excited.
Max liked it. You know what that means? Confirmed. Max is going to be on the show.
I didn't see him in the preview, but he was pretty fucking boring for a reality show.
Was he the blonde dude?
Yeah, he's pretty fucking boring.
He was the bromance with Bobby.
They were doing a dramatic back and forth between Bobby and someone else.
Wiz.
And,
Wiz. And he's digging
Max
in the
was
back
in the
of
middle
his...
and yeah.
And Bobby's like, dude, you can't just give someone a promotion because they're banging you. And Wes is like, well, Bobby, you know, I really thought she deserved it. And then, fucking, what do you think, Max? And Max has got his tooth, he's got his finger in the back of his jaw. All right, the boss man wins.
I wish I really had a pick right now. If I was in New Nebraska, I'd be New Nebraska.
You know you're on camera, right, mate? Oi, we had chicken for dinner, lad. I've got a piece of chicken that is about to lay eggs in the back of my mouth. Could you give a second?
The chicks of West Queensland like that sort of thing. The deeper you go with your finger, the deeper you can finger bang.
Oi.
Oi.
Alright, Max, we really hope to see you. Wes, I'm pretty sure you're coming back.
Wow. Talk about a fucking train wreck of a podcast. I'm trying to figure out what demographic would tune into this. Like,
I mean, this is just funny.
Yeah.
If you
this could be the bonus episode.
Forget it. No. if you fucking take out all the quiet parts and like, if you want to keep the parts when we have the TV on, that's fine by me.
Yeah.
But most of this shit, I mean, we had some killer jokes.
And they'd be like, well, here's an exact quote. And I'd be like, I still don't remember saying that. Like, all right, if you had to be part of another family, who would you pick?
Fucking King Abdullah. What?
Kennedys.
Fuck no. That's a real curse. I should have said that about the superstition. King Abdullah. So I could just...
Abdullah? He died.
King Abdullah.
Well, then I'd inherit the fucking throne. Even better.
All right.
There were a lot of room changes this season.
Oh, yeah. But my favorite, they put somebody in the fucking crew mess. Like, you knew you were fired. You knew you were fired.
He kept fucking up. It's like,
he's like,
head out of your ass.
For them to fire me, I'm getting that unemployment.
Maybe he thought EJ was his replacement at first, and then after he left the boat and watched the show, he's like, "Oh man, I thought that he was my replacement."
Jesus Louises.
I can't see Chris going back on this show. They have a lot of scrubs on this show. What's a scrub? A scrub is a guy
getting no love from me, sitting in the passenger side of his best friend's car, trying to holler at me.
You're probably not as addicted as I am to this show, but if you did want to see the earlier seasons, you would see this guy named Andrew, who was pound for pound the same screw up that Chris was, just in a different way. There's just more surfer dude, like, whoa, hey, whoa, and he was nice and friendly, and it was funny because he had asked if Ben could prepare a meal for him and he could eat with the guests, and Ben was like, "No, you can't do that. That's forbidden. There's no way I'd make a 5-course for that muppet." No, it's for real. He said that, and the captain was like, "That fucking idiot." And I can't tell you if he got fired or not, but you'll be interested to watch it if you want to watch it.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, when I was a boy in Wales, Glastonbury, Wales, my father put me in the kitchen and said, "Cook me a filet mignon," and do it, and I did it. But guess what? We didn't have any beef that day, so I made a vegetarian beef filet mignon. I made it out of corn and cornbread.
We really love the support and love our fans give us. If you have a minute, check us out on iTunes and leave a review. And if you don't want to do that, maybe next time you're talking to your friends about a similar subject, you could mention that you had fun tuning into the Loungtastic podcast, and we could get a fun interactive community going on. Spreading the word really helps us grow, and it means the world to us. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. At Instagram, we're at Loungtastic. On Twitter, we're at Loungtastic.
If you have a minute, check us out on iTunes, leave us a review. And if you don't want to do that, maybe next time you're talking to your friends about similar subjects, you can mention that you have fun tuning in Loungtastic podcast, and we can get a fun interactive community going on.
Thank you for contributing $1 to the Loungtastic Patreon page. This is us talking raw
and uncut, baby.
When I was finding out about Patreon, I told you this already, but when I was finding out about Patreon, its number one drawback is people can become a Patreon of you, grab all your stuff, download it, leave,
and never pay.
And never have to pay a cent. And you don't have good memory, yeah. So I'm thinking, nobody's done that yet.
I'm getting a haircut tomorrow.
Are you? Giving up?
No.
I was gonna let it grow out.
No, I want a haircut.
You would?
Yeah, I'm trying
Go
to
to Honey Cuts. Tell them it's your first time. They will press their breasts against the back of your head.
Shut up, dude.
They will. Honey Cuts, you know where Portillo's is on 83?
Yeah.
Just down the road a little bit more.
So it's like Hooters, but with haircuts?
Where Dunkin' Donuts is. Yeah, they press their boobs in your head.
And
if they don't, then maybe the girl is just being extra special.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Jen. How many times have you been here? My first time. Oh, you're a virgin, huh? Have a seat.
Is that how it went?
Yeah.
No.
Boobs right to the ears. I'm like, those don't feel like scissors to me. And she's like, that doesn't feel like a hard to me.
Alright, boys. Thanks a lot for joining us on episode 32. We had a lot of fun, even though we're not completely sure what we're talking about. You guys enjoy your night. Happy New Year's. Please be safe on this New Year's. If you could just do us the one favor of being careful. Do not drink and drive. Do not shoot your gun into the air. Do not try any ridiculous stunts in this freezing weather.
Don't kill nobody this time.
Hey,
be
safe.
Don't kill nobody this time.
And to the next time, peace out.